What is up, YouTube? Alright, so today we're doing a small tutorial. I'm gonna get real in-depth with Tekken and try to get a tutorial series up. This is gonna be the first of our tutorial series, and it's gonna be really basic. We're just gonna be covering movement. That's it. So it's just the basics of movement. So obviously, you know, back, forward, is moving you and shit like that. But then you get things like backdashing and forward dashing. Backdashing is something that's kind of, well, it's really important. And the reason for it is, if you go ahead and tap back like this, you're gonna, you know, back up. But you see that pause? I'm smashing back the whole time, but yet he's still pausing somewhere in there, and I'm not backing up as fast as I really want to. So with backdashing, what backdashing is you're gonna hit back and down, and what that down does is it cancels out the back animation. So if I hit back down and back down again, I'm gonna end up backing up faster than that because I canceled the animation on the first back pedal there. So a good way to practice this is literally just to go back down, back down, back down, and then get that pattern in your brain and start working the muscle memory on it. So you only want to do it, you know, do it kind of slow and just get used to it. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of how you want it to be right there when you're doing it. But I mean, when I first started it was just back down, back down, back down, back down. Now, see, you'll see him sidestepping too. So he'll sidestep. And that's only because you tapped it. So when you we'll just do sidestepping while we're at it. So sidestepping is up or down. Okay, that's it. Just tap up, tap down. That's it. If you want to jump, like actually jumping, if you fucked up and your character jumped, it's because you held up. If you hold up, he'll jump. If you tap up, he'll sidestep. Now, sidestep is very important in this game. Mainly because if your opponent is attacking you, let me go ahead and see if I can get it to attack me real quick. Where the fuck is it? Okay, there we go. Let's see if he throws me like something small. Of course, he's Haiichi, so there we go. So me just sidestepping that, I went literally to the behind him. Look at that. It takes a little bit of timing, but you can literally throw the whole battle into your favor by just a good sidestep. Would you stop doing that low kick? That's a homing kick too. I get him to do just one. Yeah, oh, come on, man. There we go. So obviously, you know, it works well. The best place to really start sidestepping like that, and you want that whole 180. If they're punching at you and you sidestep, and it's a move that pushes their body forward, you won't just sidestep like this. You're gonna sidestep behind him, and that's how that works. So if you're against the wall, so the wall's here and you're here, and he attacks you. If you sidestep it and he has a move that's pushing him forward, you're literally going to go behind him, and now you have the advantage with him against the wall. So sidestepping is a huge deal. There's also, let me go ahead and turn this guy off computer. So there's also sidestepping after a move. So if you punch, so I punch and you hit up right after the punch, then you're going to sidestep right after this. This is what's going to catch you when you start getting higher ranks. When you start coming up to the top end guys, like the Buyakis or whatever the fuck you want to call them, you know, Raijins and all the other shitty ass fucking names they came up with. But you're going to catch these guys doing this a lot. So what they're going to do is they're going to do like a two-piece, and they're going to hit up right after it. And what this does is it sets them up so that when you attack back, I can just jump kick you or something like that and do my own combo. So I do this sidestep and then go right in for the combo. And if you go to punch right after that, then I'm going to sidestep your punch, and obviously I'm going to get a free combo. You know, that's just how, It's really good. Now, when you're doing this, let me go ahead and swap this guy to the other side. When you're doing this, dude, what the hell? Go to the other side. Now, when you're doing this, remember that you can't just hit punch. That combo right there from Miguel is 1-2. Okay, so I can't just hit 1-2 up, or it won't do anything. I actually have to wait for a second after the animation. So hit up right there. And you can do this on almost any move. And you can smash up right after it and all that too. You know, if you want to make sure that you don't miss the move whatsoever, you can just do it and just smash up, and you'll be fine. But it's a bit of a timing thing. You're gonna have to get used to it. But it's very, very useful when you're fighting somebody, because you're gonna often get into close range combat, and you're gonna get to where you're exchanging blows. I like to call it scuffling. So when you're sitting there a 2-piece, he throws a 2-piece, you throw a 2-piece, and you guys are just sitting there kind of just battling back and forth, blocking each other's shit. So you can throw in the mix, and you can change the whole game up. So you could throw your 2-piece, he throws his 2-piece, you throw your next 2-piece, and you think he's going to continue, so you just sidestep it, right? And then he attacks, and you come in for the counter, and you get a total advantage of the fight right there. Depending on what combo you're going to do, 40, 50, 60 damage if you're badass, then that's like a third of his health bar right there. So a simple sidestep. So bam, threw him off, and now I'm in my combo. Let me see if I can get him to like mimic my shit here. Repeat action. There we go. So we'll say repeat action. Yeah, and we're gonna record this. So I just want him to do. It's gonna be this. Be this and this. Select an action you want to repeat. And he needs to be recorded. Let's do this again. Okay. There we go. Alright. So we get a couple punches in here. That's good enough. And then we'll go back. We'll just say repeat action. We'll start it over. And we'll see what he does here. Absolutely nothing. Oh. Yeah. Repeat action. Yeah, repeat action. Any day now, brother. Ah, moveless. Give me like some punches. There we go. Demon Slayer. Not fucking doing it. Repeat action, move list. Reset? No, we're set the default settings. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to all this shit. But it should be running his movements just fine. So they say you want me to record. Let's say start and B. There we go. Alright. So watch, he's got the pressure on, right? So he's like really kicking my ass, and he's got the pressure on. That 3-piece is a bit of a homing. You also duck. Probably not the best combo to have him do. Record this. Start recording now. Alright, so we just want like quick jabs. Go for a low or something. Alright, we'll just finish that up. And we'll say confirm. And we want to play this. There we go. Alright, so he's going to come at me. Alright, come on. Look at that. Just sidestep. I grabbed him, but. Good punch. So I like to grab whenever I sidestep like that, but it's actually a good opening for a combo. Punch. Look at that. Just sidestep the one punch and I got a full combo off of that. Full combo. Punch. Now, there's another thing that, like I was saying before, do the punch with the sidestep. See how he punched right after that? Yeah, let's let him punch again. Come on, dude. We get a safe one. See, he punched. But anyways, sidestep's very important. So the next thing I want to show you guys would be, it's going to be while standing. Okay, so we've gone over backdash. We should probably go over forward dash too. I'll grab Kazuya in a second because he's one of the most common characters with a forward dash. A wave dash. Miguel doesn't have one. Like, it's forward, down, forward, and he doesn't do that shit. I can bet, he can do this, the backdash, but he can't do the other one. But we'll do with the while rising right now. So while rising is something that's very, very important. So if you notice, I'm crouched. When I'm crouched, I'm gonna hit one. He does a small punch. Now, if I'm standing and I hit one, I do a regular punch. Okay, so look at that punch. See how it goes? And now if I punch low, I do it like that. But if I let go of down, and while I'm standing up, like while my character is standing, like going to a stand-up motion, if I hit one, he does a different move. And it's called while rising, or while standing, depending on how old the Tekken player is. Back in the day, they called it while rising. Nowadays, I think they call it while standing. But you'll notice there's a total difference. So that's my low jab, that's my high jab, low jab, and then while rising. Now, while risings are incredibly important for counters. So if someone goes for a low kick, so like Miguel's sweep right here, bam, right? So I'm in Savage and I go with the down back 4, and that's a sweep. If he were to block that, it would throw me at negative frames, or so. It would give me extra frames on blocking. So basically, he can come back with an uppercut or something like that, like a while rising uppercut. Most notoriously would be Law. So like everyone knows Law's uppercut. What? When he comes up, starts like just punching bitches. Usually he's crouching down, he comes up and he just bam hits you with that big uppercut. That's a while rising, and that's actually one of the strongest while risings in my opinion. But he's doing it as a counter. So if I were to go to sweep Law or something like that, and what Law would do is he would block it, and then he would come up for the while rising. And then he would uppercut me into the air, and then, juggle on from there. So that's the gist of it. Remember, backdash is back down, back down, back down. Remember, forward dash, I'll show you in a second. Don't forget to sidestep after you do combos. So for instance, I do like a 2-piece, and I want to sidestep right after that. Remember, up, just regular up is to sidestep into the background, just tap down and it sidestep into the foreground. If you tap, you're gonna have to hit it twice, I think. Double tap up and hold it, and you'll sidestep walk. Double tap down and hold it, and you will sidestep the other way. Also, don't forget wall risings. Very important. And wall risings take a little bit of practice to get used to. You'll notice it whenever you block a low and you go to like hit a button. Generally, if you're not hitting a direction, you're gonna do a wall rising. So like Miguel has a really good wall rising. It's wall rising 2. So wall rising, I hit 2. And he kind of comes up off the ground. You can see his front foot come up. I'll get into that later. For now, let's go and we'll grab a Kazuya so I can show you guys what wave dash is. I always choose Kazuya for like a wave dash example because he's been the one to do it for so damn long. I mean, I think Haiichi can do it too. There's a couple other characters do it. But whenever I think wave dash, I always think Kazuya because that's probably the one that I get my ass kicked by a lot because of that wave dashing bullshit. So let's go and we'll throw up Kazuya real quick, and I'm just gonna show you some wave dashing. Alright, so we're in the game, and it's forward, down, forward. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna wipe my buttons over here. I'm just gonna put a bunch of buttons in there so you don't see any directions. Alright, now the first directions on the right side is what you're looking for. It's gonna be forward, down, forward. Just like that. And if you spam it, forward, down, forward, forward, down, forward, forward, down, forward, you're gonna wave dash. And basically the wave dash is just that move right there where he comes in, and then you're just doing it again. You know, you're just spamming it, and you can like really get up there on him. Alright, so that's the wave dash. Let me go ahead, like, oh man, I'm terrible at it sometimes. Don't run at him, come on now. Let's try to reset this. There you go. Wave dashing. Just takes a little bit to get used to, but I mean, anything in this game takes a little bit to get used to, muscle memory and all that shit. Anyways, I believe that's the basics of. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything else. No, crouching. No. Okay, so this is gonna be part 1. I'm gonna the next part is gonna be on defense and how to like avoid getting your ass beat. But for now, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave comments below, and I will definitely get to them whenever I can. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great